Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Wednesday, October 11th, 2023, and this is a video for Chad in Illinois. Chad is a long distance customer, and as 80% of our sales are long distance, we have a way of conducting that transaction, and it basically all revolves around effective communication. We basically put that video up when the truck comes off the ship. That's that one where, hey, I've got a shipment of 10 units or whatever the case may be. That's the first form of communication. And then when somebody sees it on the website or in that video, they call, and then we discuss the vehicle. And then we may take some photos and text them if they say, hey, let me see under the bed or whatever. And then if they say, that might be the vehicle for me, then we take a deposit on the vehicle and make this video. And this video here, again, specifically for the people who don't come here in person, will show every ding, every scratch, every seat tear, everything, and every blemish that we can see. And that basically is a good proxy for you actually being here in person. So again, there's no replacement for you actually being here, but this is this is a close second. And we've done thousands of long distance sales, and we've got this policy where you don't pay for the truck until we show up with it in Illinois or wherever the location is, and we've never had anybody say, when we show up with it, we've never had anybody say, oh, that's not what I had in mind. And that is avoided through this communication process. That's how we have that 100% track record. So all that said, that's our protocol, and it seems to be very effective. People simply like to be treated fairly. So there you go. So let's go ahead and let's video this truck for Chad in Illinois. This is a 1996 Mitsubishi mini cab. It's a four-wheel drive, 5-speed with a high and a low transfer case. It has 28,937 miles. And we do like to pick the low-hanging fruit in Japan. You're always better off getting very low mileage vehicles. There's definitely a strong correlation between reliability and low miles. There's also a correlation between low miles and longevity. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to look for is any damage on the front, be it dings or rust. And there are no shopping cart dings on the front of this truck. Now let's look at the perimeter of the windshield. And you can see the roof also. And this is just as clean as a pin. These are factory indentations there and there to allow water to weep out. Coming down the door pillar, looking nice and clean. Now we're going to look down the door panel on the driver's side here. Just the tiniest little something right there. I think it has been touched up. They took like a Q-tip with paint on it, and that is so typical. And there it is right there too, a little touch up where it got scratched. So that's, to me, that's a really good sign when you see that sort of thing, because that means the owner was pretty conscientious. Here's the inner wheel, the wheel well. Now, there's another spot where it was touched up. There's another spot right there where it was touched up, so it had a scratch, and they dabbed it. Now, looking down the side, we don't have a single ding. That's pretty remarkable. We just have actually that is dirt. Huh, I thought it was a scratch. It's not. It's actually something on the paint. So yes, that can come off. Just a little abrasion right there. Scratch here, here, scratch here on this side. You can see where they tried to touch it up. So there's a scratch there. And the tailgate has one ding that I can see, and that's from the inside out right there. Really pretty back end of the truck. Now let's look under the bed mat. Bed mats are nice, but you do have to look underneath them. Oh, all right. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. And you can see here they just touched up the whole rear of the cab. So again, I see that as a positive. It's not to hide damage, but you can see where it got scratched and just from use, and they touched it up. So that, again, is the sign of a fastidious owner. Really pretty looking bed here. Let's look at the back side. Man, that bed mat is annoyingly large. It gets, I mean, it doesn't, it's just a little oversized. It makes it hard to move. There we go. Pretty. Yeah, this bed mat really has protected this bed over the years. Now, let's look up the bedside here, and it is nothing short of remarkable. Some scratches here. Boy, is that pretty. There is your box, your toolbox under here. Looking nice. Let's see if we can get a shot. Not really. Yeah. Trying to get you a shot under the bed. Let me go on this side and do that. I think I can get a pretty good view. Yeah, there we go. There's the underside of the bed there. And seam rust is pretty common on mini trucks. And once again, I think they painted this. And you can see if you look carefully, it's not paint to hide. It's paint to protect. And I think it did some good. You know, here in the States, when we see paint on a frame, that's like, oh no, what are they hiding? But in my 13 years of experience, have I ever seen somebody try to hide something? Yes, I have. But very rarely. It's typically to, let me wipe some of that water off. Get a better look at this. But it's typically to preserve rather than to cover something up. All right, now, no dings at all on this door. Absolutely remarkable. Okay, let's get the wheel housing here. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Just a little surface rust right there. That's about it. Here's the inside of the door panel on the passenger door. Looking really good. Now, let's look under the floor mat. Beautiful. Passenger seat, looking good. Behind the passenger seat is your toolkit and your jack handle. Jack is under the seat. Now, let's look in the driver's side. All right. Now, bottom of the door. Also looking good over here. I'm holding the button in so we don't hear that annoying dinger, but there's no getting away from it. And there is the bottom of that mat, looking really good. Now we do have a seat separation here where they may have cleaned this with a solvent, and the solvent maybe disintegrated the threads. You could get a curved needle and pull that back together with some good thread and needle if you wanted to. Now, let's take this for a drive. All right. You want to make sure that you're always in two-wheel drive when you're going on the road, because my mirror is off here, because it is bad for the vehicle to drive it on the asphalt in four-wheel drive. So you want to make sure that you're in two-wheel drive when you go on the asphalt. And we are in two-wheel drive. To put a Mitsubishi in four-wheel drive, you just push that button and you'll see that that light turns on, that green light. Now we push it again, and now you're back in two-wheel drive. Now we're gonna make a U-turn and try this thing out. So the objective of this drive, yes, that is the seatbelt light. No, I did not put on my seatbelt. I should have, but all right. So now the objective of this drive really is to just see how the vehicle does at normal speed, and also coming back up this steep hill on the way back, see how it does climbing a hill in a high gear. So we're going to put it in, fourth or fifth gear and really make it work. No shaking at all, no pulling, nothing like that. The truck is starting to get warmed up on this short trip. It's a little cooler now out, so it takes a little longer to get warmed up, but you can see the needle is starting to move, and my heat is starting to work, which is nice. It's just like 40 degrees this morning. It is such a nice morning now. All right, so now we're climbing this hill, and obviously accelerating on fourth gear, which is good. All right, now let's see what happens in fifth gear. We're in fifth gear, guys, which is just crazy, crazy. Um, and we're actually accelerating, going up a steep hill in fifth gear. Now, that to me is pretty remarkable that we're going up this steep hill, and the camera may not show you how steep it is, but it is a pretty steep incline, and we're in fifth gear going. We started at like 18 miles per hour, and we're still in fifth gear climbing a steep hill, increasing in speed. That is a very, very good sign of engine horsepower. Should you ever do this under normal circumstances? No, absolutely not. But I think it is a good indication. Well, I know it's a good indication. It's a good indication of excellent power. And, that's the only time you'll ever do something like that. But that's a good indication of compression or horsepower. So, good test drive, beautiful, beautiful truck, low miles, and yeah. So, Chad, if you're interested in this vehicle, let us know. You can call us at 336-777-9957. You can also email us at sales@mayberryminitrucks.com, or for all of you who are watching, you can also check out our website. Please, it's mayberryminitrucks.com. Please subscribe to our channel. We we're not a big monetized YouTube channel. We're not monetized at all. But the reason I ask you to subscribe is because it helps with our search analytics, and that way, when somebody's on YouTube and they type in mini trucks, we're more likely to come up. And of course, you're benefited by being notified. You hit subscribe and notification, and then you're notified when I post a video, be it an individualized video or a shipment of trucks. And then you're, made aware, which is good because people are looking for specific trucks that maybe are quite special. Or we also have 270, I think, trucks in our inventory. Just a boatload of trucks, just a lot, and they're really nice. So you can come see us if you're able, if you're nearby. We also deliver. We charge $2.50 per mile one way. So if you're 100 miles away, it's $250. If you're 1,000 miles away, $2,500. 1,000 is a little far. I don't think I deliver 1,000 miles, but I'll go 700 or 800 miles. 1,000's just too far, but I really like to deliver the trucks myself personally because it gives me the chance to thank the person for their business, and to do that in person, and then also to show them, the particulars about the vehicle, how to put it into four-wheel drive, how to take it out of four-wheel drive, how to check the oil, where the air filter is, the things to do, the things not to do, how the heat works, and really just introduce myself and meet the customer. So I still do that. I deliver the trucks myself. I know it's crazy, but so now I feel like I drive for a living, but I don't regret it. I think it's good business, and you don't even pay for the truck until we arrive. So we're kind of proud of the way we do business, and really it's nice that we've done this thousands of times where people don't pay for it until we show up, and it's worked out every single time. Well, that says something. I like that. And the other thing I was going to mention is we got the law passed in North Carolina, making mini trucks street legal. Governor Cooper signed our bill into law, so now you will get a clear title. There's no extra fees. We play no games. So if it says this truck is, $9,200, that's all you pay. That's it. $9,200. There's no extra fees, no taxes, no doc fee, title fee, prep fee, and oh, there's one other thing I was going to mention. Oh, we use synthetic oil. We changed the oil, the air filter, the oil filter, checked all the fluids, If the alternator's not working, we get it fixed or changed. And the battery, if it's bad, we replace it. Just do the major things. If the radio's broken, you know, that's on you to hire some 15-year-old to change it out later. You can put a nice Amazon radio with Bluetooth if you want. But hey guys, I appreciate you watching our video.